Hey, it is Lady Rick Roby coming to you on the rooftop. I cannot control my environment, so please excuse the things that you may hear. I am the hated, but yet most duplicated female on social media, and I might be a celebrity. So I am here, right? Always here. So I wanted to recap a jingle that I wrote a while back, right? I'm going to recap that. I haven't sang it out loud in a while, but I thought about it the other day. So I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to talk about a particular subject that I think is important, right? So let's talk about this jingle first, and then we'll get into that. So before I get into that, I'm going to go ahead and block out all negative word, first and evil eye, switching of this or that, or mimicking or copying or misinterpretation of anything that I say on the video today. So let me do the jingle, and then we'll get into some education. All right, so let's see. Let's see what you think of it here. Many men, many men. Some girlfriends and their wives, I don't know, try to plot on my demise. Have mercy on many men, many men. Instead of walking by my side, they will all fall to all their lies. Have mercy on many men, many men. They wish death on me. Now I think it's a little different. I need to look at the words. I haven't looked at the words in a minute, but I just wanted to say the song. But what I'm actually here to talk about today is when you stay somewhere, whether it be an Airbnb or you're in a rental that is furnished or things like that, you have inclusive things like amenities. Like I think I talked about amenities before, right? So amenities are things that are included in your stay, right? So when you live in a furnished establishment, whether that be an Airbnb or whether that be an apartment or a home, typically all your amenities are included, right? So with that being said, I stayed somewhere prior to here that everything was included in the stay, right? So with that being said, I should not have any outstanding bills, right? So I should not have any internet services, you know what I mean? No type of gas, water, electric, none of those things, right, should be outside of my contract, right? So if I receive a bill that shouldn't be mine, I'm going to ignore the bill because it's an all-inclusive living quarter, right? So then that bill should be forwarded to the establishment because that I have nothing to do with that, because see, it's all-inclusive. All-inclusive means it is included in your monthly rent or lease or financial payment agreement, right? It's all inclusive. It's included, right? That's what all inclusive means, right? So amenities, I've talked about amenities before. So amenities could be, use of, showers, Wi-Fi, the pool, laundry room services, parking sometimes, an alarm system too, right? That is what amenities are, or even like hair dryers, right? Hair dryers, certain appliances in the home, and dishwashers and things of that nature. Those are amenities, right? So again, if you're staying somewhere where it's all inclusive, that means it is included in your rental agreement or payment agreement, right? So there should be no forms of payment that are required for any of these services because it's included in your contract of stay, okay? So if you receive a bill outside of that, where you signed a lease where it was all inclusive, then that should be some red flags to you, because see, you've already signed an agreement that states that all your amenities are included in your lease. So if you receive a bill outside of that, that has nothing to do with you. That's something that they need to take up with the establishment that you are renting from, right? Because see, you've already signed a all-inclusive lease, so you're not responsible for anything that was utilized within that living quarter, because they already told you that it was going to be included anyway, right? So I just wanted to talk about that here. And also while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and include this too. What else can I say? Let me think about it. So at any point where you feel that your safety is breached, when you're living anywhere, and let's say you're renting or you're leasing or whatever, that is means to break your contract of stay, right? Because you've already said, hey, someone did this, can we change a code, a keypad code or something like that, right? And they have failed to comply with your request, right? So when you have a safety situation like that, that is means for you to break the terms of your lease, because that is interfering with your safety, right? So if those things occur and you're in a lease that is a set duration meaning length of time, then you have means to break your lease, because they're not holding up to their end of the bargain with your lease. So if they invade your privacy and things of that nature, then you have the right to break the contract with whomever and stop your services with them and go elsewhere. Because see, it's not fun living anywhere when you don't have security and safety, right? Where people can view what you're doing in the comfort of your living quarter, whether it be your personal home or when you're in travel, right? So when you feel that your safety or your whatever it is you're doing, and you ain't got to be doing nothing bad, right? Just you being in a safe living quarter and you being viewed by somebody and you didn't give them permission to view you is against the law, right? So if you feel that your safety is being breached by someone entering your home or your living quarter, or just something just eerie, you feel me, then you have the means and the right to break whatever lease that is and exit whatever living quarter that is, because that is illegal, right? So I just wanted to discuss that. I want to talk about inclusive, what inclusive means, amenities, right? Means of breaking a contract, a living quarter contract, right? And I think that's all I'm going to cover in this video. I'm actually going to do another video about something else, but that's all I wanted to discuss today. So I hope that this has been very informative to help you know a reason you can break a contract, right? Even though you might feel a financial obligation because you signed a contract, but if your safety is being violated, if you're being harassed, if you're being you're not given the rights you're supposed to have, you're not given a mailbox key, your mail is being stolen, you're not having accessibility to the things that you should have as a human being, right? If those things aren't what you're getting, then you have the means to break that contract and move and proceed elsewhere. So I just want to put those things in the atmosphere. I hope that this has been of a educational service purpose for you. Have a